Okay, hello students. Today we're going to have another video lessons. We're going to talk about forces. There's the first unit of your textbook interactions. Now, what is a force? Some of you may already know this. Okay, a force is basically a push, alright, or a pull on an object. A force is a push or a pull on an object. Basically, in our daily life, we apply forces all the time. You know, just like when you come into the classroom, for example, when you open the door, some doors allows you to push, some doors allow you to pull. Okay, or when you about to sit on a chair, you need to pull the chair out and then you sit down. You're applying forces all the time. Now, what is a force again? A force is a push or pull on an object. It is a push, okay, of an object away from you. That is a force. Or it is a pull of an object towards you. So a force is a push or pull on an object. Now, the interesting thing about forces is, like I mentioned, we apply forces all the time, and it's all. For example, I have given you a couple of examples. Another example is like a fisherman. Okay, when they go for fishing and then they need to, when they have a catch of a fish and they have to pull out the fish, right? So they're exerting a force to pull out the fish. Okay, or when they cast the bait, they're exerting a force to push, right, the bait into the water. So a force is basically a push or a pull. However, today we are also going to talk about the effects of forces. What forces does, okay? Effects of forces. There's a couple of effects that forces does. Okay, effects of a force. Perhaps what you need to do is remember the 4 effects that is covered in your textbook. The 4 effects of a force. Okay, first thing. Now, I'm going to cover the first effect. Number 1. Effect of a force. Now, this is a resting object. Suppose this is a resting object on a floor. Okay, resting means stationary, it's not moving. What a force can do is, a force can cause a resting object to move. Okay, if you apply a force this way, guess where the direction of the resting object is going to move? Alright, of course it's going to move this way. Alright, so suppose this is a stationary object. If you apply a force, it will cause the object to move. Okay, so that is the first effect of a force. A force, okay, can cause a resting object to move. Simple enough, right? Okay, so this is the first effect. We're going to cover 4 effects. The first one is a force can cause a resting object to move. Okay, for I mentioned it, a ball. A resting object can be a chair as well, right? Okay, a chair will not move if you don't apply a force to it. So if you want to sit on the chair, sometimes you need to pull the chair out. So you're pulling the chair, right? And the chair moves. So it can be a pull or it can be a push, right? Remember, a force is a push or a pull. Basically, a force can cause a resting object to move. That is the first effect. Okay, now I'm going to quickly move on to second effect. Not that difficult. Okay, this unit is actually quite short. If you can remember the 4 effects of a force, if you know what is a force, you have covered the chapter 1 itself. Okay, Now a force can also cause a moving object. Okay, second effect. A force can also cause a moving object to move faster. A force can cause a moving object to move faster. Alright, if an object is already moving, right, look here, the illustration again of perhaps a ping pong ball. Alright, a ping pong ball that is moving in this direction. If you, alright, I'm just going to indicate here moving. If you were to apply a force to it in the same direction, right, if you apply a force in the same direction, guess what is going to happen to the ball? Okay, let's say we just apply the force in the same direction. The ball will move faster. Okay, the second effect of a force can cause a moving object to move faster. Now, a force can also cause a moving object to slow down. Okay, besides moving faster, now again, this is a ping pong ball moving in this direction. Okay, a force can also cause a moving object to move slower. Earlier on I said faster, now we can cause it to move slower. Okay, if I will apply a gentle force, a lesser force in this direction, right, in the opposite direction. Earlier on was the illustration of the same direction and it causes the ball to move faster. Now I'm going to apply a force at the opposite direction, and guess what will happen to the ball? This time it will cause the ball to move slower. Alright, it will slow down the ball. Okay, the ball will move, instead of moving faster earlier at the speed earlier, it becomes, okay, it moves slower. So that again, that's the second effect. A force can cause a moving object to move slower. Okay, earlier I mentioned faster if you apply a force in the same direction. If you apply a force in the opposite direction, like what I'm showing here, it will cause the force to move slower. Now if you apply a stronger force, you can also cause a moving object to stop altogether. Right? So if the ball were to move this direction, okay, if you were to apply a force to it, you can also cause the ball to stop. So the second effect of a force can cause a moving object, three things. It can cause a moving object to move faster. Okay, if you apply in the same direction, it can cause a moving object to move faster. It can cause a moving object, right, to move faster. It can cause a moving object to move slower, or it can stop the moving object. Alright, so that is the second effect of a force. Force can cause a moving object to move faster. I'm going to just write down here, move slower, or to stop. Alright, now let's move on to the third effect of a force.